Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Colour Arte Studio Gallery with a pre-primed with Artist Loft white paint that has GAC 800 and Floetrol in it. 14 by 14 inch canvas. I've got some leftover paints from a couple days worth of tree making, and I don't know what I can get out of there, but I'm going to try and get something out of there. I'm going to put some medium black paint down, which in theory should help it spread around. Grab an OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. I've got some really pretty colors. I'm not sure how many of them will actually show up, but I know I can add some other colors into them. I also have some muck. But I like this pan and I don't want to let my paint dry in it. And I know paint will flow to paint, so I'm kind of hoping that I'm right about this. That anything that's underneath won't really be a bother. And I am going to use some more black paint and maybe some more gold and maybe some Chantilly lace. This is going in the bucket. That's done. I see my saffron, which I was supposed to clean the tip out of, but there was an emergency in the kitchen today, so I'm just going to use a little bit of that, because that's all I can get out anyway. Pop that bubble. Now, in theory, that medium paint should help me tip and spread what I've got. And I don't know what the point is, but I will include I'll include a list of what that paint started out as. It's pretty long. I just kept adding to it. This is the Chantilly lace. I have no idea what's going to happen now. I want some Mayan gold, and I'm probably going to attempt to bring in a little bit of jasmine. I'm hoping that I clean the tip out. There's the jasmine. I didn't, oh no. Well, give me a moment, because I'm going to definitely want some jasmine. I use my very sharp stainless steel tweezers that are on my Amazon link, and it pulls out an entire cone of paint usually. You might still have to remove that little blob that I hope I got, and I'm not sure I did, so give me a moment more. I don't want to make, yeah, thank you. Got it for real this time. I'm looking at my colors and I like the design I've got right like it is. It's pretty funky. I'm also seeing something that might want to come out of there. Yeah. Alright, what will it be? I see some beautiful patterns. I don't know how beautiful they'll be if they spread out and become brownish, though. I love that cerulean blue in there, which is what that blue is. How did that stay clogged? Well, sometimes I like little tiny streams of paint. I'm going to have to find an edge catcher. I have to decide if I want something else in there, and I'm going to use, it's handy, so I'm going to use some of the Royal Sapphire. Especially on those areas that might be construed as a little bit brown. What else have I got? I don't think I'm going to worry about anything else. Except for that lump of paint that's keeping me from putting my tray down. It's been a day. Alright, so let me grab what I hope is an edge catcher. I wasn't expecting to do this. Maybe I should just tip. This might be really cool. I might want to add some more black. I have an edge catcher. I know where there's one. But it's stuck to 2 other edge catchers. Oh well, never mind. That'll work. Kind of want to put some black in as well. I suspect I don't need to go all the way to the edge, because as I tip, I can tip back and forth. Which I am desirous of doing. Maybe I don't need one on both sides. I like how the black is working. I could just fill in. I like the designs, I really don't want to lose them. Looks like it's going to be stripy. Let's see what happens when we go down. It's going to be exceptionally strange. I believe it's going to be strange. Might be one of those things that winds up looking like an abstract landscape. I'm going to squeeze that so it goes back in. Let all that go down again. And make an attempt to let it go all the way across. Might be a couple objects or bubbles in there I'm going to need to take care of. Just dip my hand in there. See if I can do this. Scrape off my extra paint. And still get it all to go across. I'm loving the colors in there. I wish you could see them better. I think I have bad lighting right now. I'm so sorry. Now I can put some more black in there to make it flow across better. I'm going to make a mess. I'm already making a mess. I've got bubbles too. Now I'm wondering what I could do. I could probably swipe, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to just leave it like it's going to be. I want to take this paint that's on that edge catcher and put it down further. Squeeze it back on again. Take my edge catcher away and use a spatula. Retrieve any of and all of the paint. And just use it, which may or may not be a good idea. Depends on if I can still tip or not. All I know is I'm going to be late for dinner if I'm not careful. I am liking this. As strange as it is, I'm liking it a lot. I wish I could get the rest of the paint off there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it if I do get it off there, but I do have some spaces on my edges that they would benefit from. Maybe that. There we go. Just about got everything. I definitely want to get rid of those bubbles. They're making me crazy. I'm just seeing bubbles everywhere. But I like using up the end of my paint. And I did. Wow. So let me give it one more tip across, because I can, sort of thing, for any spots. And it is going. Cool. I love those marks. They remind me of wispy clouds in the sky. Let me see if I can flip that around for you. And I might as well grab the tweezers, because some of these things that I think of as bubbles might be something other than bubbles. It's going to make it all the way across. And that's pretty cool. I haven't used the torch yet. I still want to, oh, that was definitely something that needed to go away. I like that gold. I don't want to waste it. I probably don't have a choice though. Yes, I like that very much. Pretty cool for accidental art. Maybe pretty cool for any kind of art. Let's see what's bubbles and what's... Okay, so this is dry, and I had a flaw in it, and I've looked at it, and I want to make a surreal seascape or landscape out of it. So I'm going to turn it around, and I wanted to use some black, but I'm not sure how to get what I want in there. So I put a line of black. And then just give myself a line of demarcation with my spatula. And I'm planning on putting some trees in. I'm also going to put a landmass in. Over here somewhere. And I'd like to swipe some colors onto that also. So that's just a temporary, that's just a template sort of thing. So what I really want to start with is putting my moon in the sky, because I'll want to put some branches that are on my trees over it. And I've mixed, let's see if it's still good. I've mixed some Emperor's Gold, Prizm Pour. Come on out. Out you come. And some saffron. Reminds me of a color I made a long time ago before I was using Colourarte products. I'm a Colourarte affiliate. Make sure you know that there's a Colourarte coupon code for an estimable 20%. Could be as much as 30% depending on what you're spending. So I've got one of the little Vivid Intense bottles, and it looks like a great moon shape to me. And I'm thinking I'm going to use it. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I usually just blow things around. I'm going to use my finger. I may want to use my finger again before this is over too. Let's close that up in case I need a second go around there. Alright, that's fairly coppery. That's a good color. I could probably put some texture on it by just dabbing my finger into it. So there's my moon. So that's my basic start. Now I've got a little olive boat that I like to put some Chantilly lace in the bottom of. I don't think I need a lot of anything. A little bit of true silver, which I wish was open. I probably don't need it. But I do have sharp tweezers on my Amazon link that I recommend and use often, and I have 2 pairs in case I lose one. And I keep showing you guys this, but there's usually a cone of paint in the tip of something, and I can just twist the tweezers right around and pull it out. And it happened again. Yay! So the last time I made silver and Chantilly lace trees, I added a little bit of gold and a little bit of black. So back and forth on the silver. I still need to find the black is right. Okay, well I can use some of the black I had here left over. I'll just put it in with a skewer. Kind of carefully. I don't want a lot. The heck with it. We'll just move it around. And then just a little bit of this. I'm pretty low in my bottle, so the color of moonlight. I thought about just making them black. So I guess it doesn't matter how much black I put in there if I want more. Now I pulled out a little card, an acetate card, but I think this one with a little bit of paint on its edge will work even better. Get my bottles out of the way. No promises. I've got a blob. Okay, well it will become branches in a second. So I've got a couple of trees. I'm just going to keep trying things until I find one that works. That worked. And my original idea was a tongue depressor, which really works well, but I wanted to make sure I didn't have the really fat trees. I do like the combination of colors. And I'll probably just swipe in my silhouette of my mountain and call it good. Although I could just put these little ones in the background and then use my tongue depressor to put some taller trees, some of which that might get close to interrupting the moon, which was always my intention. I definitely need some trees over there by that. I don't know what it was, a bubble or something that could dried, popped and dried. You don't have to be that tidy with these because foliage is often not tidy looking. And the more organic it looks, the better off you are probably. I may bring this line down, bring that line down a little bit. Let's try the, try and find a short piece of tongue depressor. That might be too short. No, that might be perfect. Because I can always stack them. I can always put my branches in afterwards. I kind of thought it'd be cool to have some reflections in the water. But for that I need to daub into, I'm assuming it's water. I'm hoping I have enough paint. I may wind up putting the branches in after this is over, so you'll see them in the thumbnail, but you won't see me do them, depending. I didn't really give myself an awful lot of extra paint. That's not like me. I want to work on that mountain. I also want to cant my tongue depressor back and forth in a little V shape to imitate branches. Which I suppose if I wanted to take the time, I could add some more paint to my dish, which is probably what I should be doing. But that's okay. So I'm going to take a little swipe card. That was the Emperor's Gold. That's some Fandango. Here's a little bit of Royal Sapphire. And I pulled out some Peacock. All of those are Prizm Pours. I also have a little bit of Prussian Violet, which I think is a primary element. Not 100%. I want some purple in there. And aubergine is handy, and I want that to be a dark side of a mountain. I could also use some different cell activator, but what I've got handy right now is Amsterdam Black and Australian Floetrol. Excuse me. You know what? I've got a little bit of purple. It's just so old I don't know if it'll work or not, but maybe the black will pick up its slack. I kind of wanted to use some, yeah, I just dribbled. Fortunately, the canvas is dry, and I have Q-tips. Paper towel would have been a better idea. Got one of those too. I figure the gold is the moonlight. Just going to keep pushing it until I feel like it's the right shape. Doesn't have to look like anything specifically except for its meant to be a mountain of some kind. Kind of like seeing that Royal Sapphire down in there. Could be ledges, rock ledges. I might put some more trees in after you're gone, but I'm not going to keep you here while I do it. Alright, if that moon is bright enough, I think we're pretty good. my card's working better. I don't mind changing up the color. Could even be seeing another forest in the background. So don't get too worried about what you see and what you don't see. I kind of want something over that moon though. Moon behind the trees. I'll be putting in more branches. Okay, so that, as they say, is that. I've started to use my fingers more and more often. And I'll probably put a few more reflective trees in the water. But there's another 10 minutes of doing that, so I'm not going to just sit here and make trees for you. Sorry. Alright, so I'm not sure how important it is to shimmer anything at you. But it's pretty shimmery. So I'm going to say I'll see you guys anon, and look for the thumbnail. I could probably put a little Chantilly lace in that mountain and be okay with it. That would look like reflection from the moon maybe. So before you're gone, huge chunk of paint I just found in my tree dish. I'm just going to grab my Alright, so I'm not sure about this, but something tells me it's going to be okay. Because it will definitely look like it's more dimensional. Just mushing it around. I could do the same thing in the trees, really, if I could have a thin enough line. Because moonlight lights things right up. Could be the silhouette side of the trees. Sorry, I said I was done and then this happened. Alright, I'm going to put some branches in and I will see you guys anon. I'm going to turn out this light over here because I think you'll be able to see it better without it. We got big boomers and thunder coming this way. Here we go. So that might be a little on the dark side. Thanks for joining me. I hope you come again. I can't even believe that's not. There we go. I could zoom all the way in so you get a better look. Expect branches. Alright, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I think that's an improvement. Once I put some trees in the water, it'll be a big improvement. I'm going to probably lead some of this color over the side so the edge matches. You guys, I'll see you anon. Please give me a thumbs up, share my videos, leave me a comment, maybe join my membership. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do sell my artwork. My paint pouring recipes are underneath Show More. I probably already said all of this at the end of part 1. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, as well as websites, and The Gallerist, Society 6, Fine Art America, Pixels.com, all on my link tree. My 2 books are on my Amazon link. My Amazon link is on my link tree also. I love you guys. I'll see you anon. Make sure you feel free to ask questions if you'd like, and know that I have about 30 playlists. And if you can't find something, I've got it organized by topic and genre, and each playlist has 100 videos on it, 1 through 30. Anyway, so I love you guys. You inspire me often and always, and I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.